Back in the day, 100 to 200 KVC would get you a complete My Player build in 2K. Now that same amount barely gets you to an 85 overall. We watched it happen in slow motion and kept buying anyways. And that's the thing that nobody really talks about. People are good at ignoring stuff that could hurt them later, as long as it's fun right now. And that's exactly what these gaming companies are banking on. So today we're talking about 2K, not just because it's broken, but because I know this game well enough to show you exactly how the trap works step by step. If you want to earn VC without spending real money, the best method by far is through grinding My Career, your first few seasons with a brand new player. Between your key games, your endorsements, and your Olympic tournaments, you can earn around 100k VC. If you're enjoying the video so far, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Now back to the video. But here's the catch. It takes about 6 actual hours to do all of this. And that's not even counting the cutscenes. Because no matter how many players you made, no matter how many times you sat through it, those cutscenes are unskippable every single time. So we're talking about 6+ hours per character just to earn 100k VC. That sounds like a lot until you go to the 2K shopping center, I'm gonna call it. So now you go to the shop after all that grinding, and you start looking around. Most things are expensive, but then you see the animated jackets, the animated helmets. One item, 35,000 to 50k VC for something that moves on your character. That's almost half your entire grind gone on one jacket. And here's the thing, those are the items that everybody wants, because those are the ones that people notice. Those are the ones that make you look like you're somebody in the game. But it's not even about how you look. Your player still needs to actually be upgraded. Attributes, badges, everything that affects how you actually perform on the court. That all costs VC too. So now you're splitting the same 100k VC between looking right and playing right. And it's not enough for either one. So after 6+ hours of grinding per character, plus unskippable cutscenes you've seen 100 times, you can barely make a dent. And at that point, spending real money starts to feel like the only logical option, which is exactly what they want. 2K didn't always operate like this. There was a time where you bought the game and that was it. You played it, you earned, you improved. A full My Player build used to cost 100 to 200k VC, and that's it. You was done. Now, I said at the top of the video, but I really need to let it sink in. 200k VC doesn't even get you to an 85 overall. It's not a full build. That's barely getting started. That didn't just happen overnight. 2K figured out year by year that people will keep spending as long as you make them feel like they're falling behind. So every year they pushed it a little bit further. Every year we just kept buying until we got here. It wouldn't be so bad if every 2 years 2K didn't shut the servers down for older games. So 2K23 gone. By January 1st, 2027, you can no longer play online. Think about what that actually means. You bought the game, you spent hours, real hours of your life grinding VC. You sat through those unskippable cutscenes over and over. You maybe even spent real money on top of all of that just to get the items you wanted and the player you built. And then one day, they just turn it off. Everything you've ever accumulated, every outfit, every badge, every attribute point you grinded for, gone. Not just gone, but locked away forever. You can't just go back and relive it. You can't retrieve it. It just exists and now as a memory of something you could never touch again. And that's the most damning part of all this to me. It's not just about the money you spent. It's about the time and the experience that went with it. 2K didn't just take your VC. They took the whole world you built around it. Compare that to Call of Duty, which keeps all of its old games online no matter what. 2K can't tell us they don't have the money to keep those servers running. They just choose not to. Now, here's the part I want to be clear about. I don't have a problem with companies making money from their games. We should want to support the things we love, but there's a right and a wrong way to do it. The way 2K does it is by making certain items carry a social status. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Certain fits make you look sweaty, certain gear makes you look compy. And if you're running around in the basic stuff, people already know you either missed it or you couldn't afford it. That's not an accident either. 2K designs the shop so that items people actually want, the ones that carry that status, are either limited time or priced so high in VC that most people can't get there without spending real money. So now, it's not just about upgrades anymore. It's about how you you look to other players and that pressure. That's way harder to ignore than just wanting better stats. They're not selling you gear, they're selling you a place in a social order of the game. And if you don't buy in, everybody can see it. At some point, enough is enough. You shouldn't have to spend 6 hours grinding just to afford 2 outfits. You shouldn't lose everything you built when they shut down the servers. And you definitely shouldn't feel pressure into spending real money just to keep up. We should support the games we love, but not like this. Drop a comment and tell me, what's the most you've ever spent on VC? And do you regret it? I genuinely want to know.